Well, hello, all my amazingly beautiful Gemini friends. My name is Libra Empress, and we're going to be discussing your tarot for today. Now, remember that this is a general reading, and this is for yours as well as for my entertainment. And also, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. That way, you'll always be up to date with the content that I produce, and you'll be a part of our family, alright? Alright, let's get going, shall we? Now, before you see a past, present, and future. That's the 3 decks over here, right? Now remember, when we get to the future is not set in stone and can change anytime you choose it to, alright? The 4th pile is all the energy between past, present, and future. Now, this isn't my story, this is your story, alright? It'll resonate with someone out there. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. Do you know what I mean? So it'll resonate or it won't. Now, the thing with that is, whether it does or doesn't, you should seek a tarot reader that you absolutely love and adore and ask him for a tarot reading. But make sure that it fits your budget, alright? Because a lot of tarot readers, they are expensive, alright? So make sure that that fits your budget. Now, this here is the bottom of the deck, and we will get to that as soon as we're done with all this, alright? Let me slide these out of the way. I've got really short arms and I'm sitting way lower than normal. How short arms do you have, Libra Empress? Oh, so short that I can't even scratch my own back. Oh god, it's a torture. Alright, okay, I'm sorry. I had to make you laugh. But it's true. It's all factual, even if it sounds like a fictitious fantasy. My beautiful Geminis, in the past you were dealing with a Knight of Wands. This is a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius energy, alright? Someone who's bold, impetuous, and an adventurer. Someone who will rush forward and get you the goodie bag and bring it back to you. Someone who's there at the right time, at the right place. Now, in a normal tarot deck, which mine is not normal, it's a zombie tarot. In a normal tarot deck, he would be your player card, right? Because he's wands, very sexual, feisty, and whatnot. But in my deck, he is like my white knight. Alright? In my deck, the player card I perceive as the player card is the Cups card, the Knight of Cups, because he shows up and on a swing of a moment he will rush out with your heart, and I don't like that energy. I like people who will stick around, you know, come back, bring you goodie bags. Past energy, you were dealing with the Moon card. This is you know, the Pisces, Gem. Someone who's deceiving you, their secrets, and you've got to look within to your intuition. Go to sleep, pay attention to your dreams, alright? Because your ancestors, ghosts, or the divine is, even your angels are trying to tell you something that's going on, alright? And you don't like secrets. One thing you could do is, when you dream, pay attention to your dreams, wake up, write the dream down, then break it up into sections, alright? The other night, I dreamed that I was walking through a cemetery. What's new? I'm creepy. I was walking through a cemetery, and there's this chunky Asian guy walking. He was a little older. He was walking next to me, right? And he went to one of the gravestones, like, that were chilling, that was standing up like one of these, and he pulled out a fucking bowl and a ladle spoon, and I was like, why is that even there? And he's like, so we could share food with the dead. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then he puts the spoon down and then goes to the left of the headstone, and there's like shelves, right? And he starts rummaging through ladles, wooden spoons, cement spoon, you know, spoons. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what the hell, right? But after he pulls the ladle out of the headstone, a snake comes crawling out, but it's not like a normal snake, which I can't figure it out. I tried Googling this shit, alright? I just gotta break it down some more, I think. But it was like a bright yellow snake with that was like neon yellow with neon lime fins, but it was a flat snake, so it kind of looked like Ursula's pets from Little Mermaid, which is I'm not gonna remember their names. It's like my favorite cartoon, Disney cartoon, but I can't like mentally remember their names, which is sad. But like, it crawled out, and in my mind I was like, it's gonna bite someone, right? And I turn around to get it, and it's hiding, but when it pops out again, it turns its head. I've never seen its actual head, but it changed its head into a golden retriever's head, right? And then it flipped around, and the other side of its head from underneath, because it was like a coin, two-sided. It was weird. The other side was a giraffe's head, and I was holding it, and I was like, if I let go, it'll turn normal and it'll bite me. I don't fucking understand that dream. It was weird. But what you can do if you have a dream like that is, like, I would dream, what does the color yellow mean? Why am I dreaming of a snake that looks like an eel? Why is there green in my dream? Why is there a bowl and ladle coming out of a headstone? What does that mean? Why am I dreaming of a golden retriever head and a giraffe head? Why is there an Asian guy in my dream? You know, because when you're dreaming, sometimes it's either the dead that's with you or it's like a memory. You know, there's so many different reasons. You can break it up and then Google research it, alright? So, research. Now, you in the past were going through a tower moment, my beautiful gems. It's a sudden change, destruction, and questioning conventions, so everything changes. But it's not all for the worse, alright? It just kind of shook things up a little, and that's just how it goes. Then you got your 10 of Hazards. So you're feeling wealthy, having family around, and you're very content, you know? Sorry about the background noise. My husband's on the Xbox, so he might get a little bit slanderous. Alright, currently you're at 7 of Cups. You have got so many options, choices you've got to consider, and you're daydreaming. Gems, my beautiful gems, if you do not make a decision will be made for you. And if a decision is made for you, you might not like the outcome. So, pay attention. Think about what you got to do, what you want, and, you know, weigh the pros and cons of each decision. Yeah, it's time consuming. Oh my God. As ever, right? Us air signs, we pay attention and we think about every outcome there is. We're all always in our head, alright? But you know the right decision, you know the right choice, weigh the pros and cons, you got this. Rock on. Okay, but you're bored as all fuck. You're super bored, dissatisfied and weary of a situation. You're dealing with the Page of Swords, another Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Someone who's very inquisitive, headstrong, and observant. So when the shit hits the fan, they have an out. They've got a plan. And you're dealing with a Leo card, but you're also dealing with your inner conviction and inner determination, right? You're making and resolving things. You're not letting shit hold you down. Future. Okay. Someone's being very generous, you know, giving out favors and rewards to you. They're even telling you, hey, Gem, if you become my lawn assassin and murder those flowers, I'll give you this piece of meat. You don't like strings attached, Gemini. You don't. But are you going to continue with the situation of them stringing you along? Because it is a strings attached card. You're dealing with the 3 of Swords. I swear today everybody's dealing with this card. I don't know. Maybe it's like an orgy of hell. Alright, so 3 options here. Option 1, you're cheating or they're cheating, right? We've each got like a third party. Could be the case. Option 2, you're running off and complaining about them to your family and friends, and then later on you wonder why your family and friends don't like them, or that's happening to you from them doing that to you. Okay, could be either or. The third one is that something is overriding your relationship, hampering it down. Say you're dealing with addiction, you know, be it drugs, alcohol, whatever, porn addiction, video game addiction, working too much, gambling, you know, someone's addicted to sex, right? Money. There are so many things that take priority over your relationship. I don't think any of those should take priority over your relationship, but if something does have to take priority over your relationship, I would say the kids seem the most logical, because you both have to, even though you love each other so much, you gotta take care of your children. But not everybody views taking care of their kids first. In my relationship, my son takes priority over my spouse. He's my number one. Just like I expect my spouse to put my son number one over us, because it's his child too. Do you understand what I'm saying? So before you run off to your spouse and go, "You son of a bitch! This tarot reader told me you're cheating, blah 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 blah, 3 of swords this, 3 of swords that," and takes your shit and starts, takes their shit and starts throwing it out. Don't do that, okay? Think about what I just said. There are 3 options, okay? 3 fucking options. Don't do that. Don't accuse your spouse of doing something they're not doing. It'd be like my husband. Whenever his mom and dad accused him of doing shit that he wasn't doing, his response was simple. Classy, lots of sassy. He would go, "If you're going to keep accusing me of shit I'm not doing, I'm going to start doing it just because I'd rather be accused of something I am doing than what I'm not doing." That was his answer, and it's true. Okay? Ask questions. Don't go all ham on them. Okay? Because there are so many things. Your spouse could be deeply in love with you, but they're also, looking to outsource sources of venting, or you are, right? The only people who should be in your relationship is you two. You are in a Queen of Swords mode, aren't you? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That or you're dealing with one of those. Someone who's intelligent, sharp-tongued, and unscrupulous. Now, my beautiful empresses and emperors, let me tell you something about this queen. She was not... She wasn't born into royalty. She wasn't handed her mantle, and she sure as hell didn't marry into royalty either. Okay? Her and the King of Swords, as grumpy ass as he is, because he can be, he's very judgmental, they work together well. They built their empire from the ground up by working together. They became King and Queen of Swords by saying, I'm not doing it this way. I'm going to rock this world. I'm going to fucking make my mark, leave my mark, whatever.
He was in the middle of using his sniper. How did he switch from his car 98 instantly?
I'm married to a Sagittarius.
I have never seen a gun switch that quick.
Anyway, sorry about that.
He switched from his car 98 to his fucking assault rifle in a split second. Right there, left.
If you hear him complaining about someone shooting him, how did he shoot me? Where did he shoot me? He's colorblind and he sucks at video games. Don't tell him I said that to you. But he's so funny. I didn't even see him. How did he shoot me? One time I was like, he shot you from everywhere and nowhere at the same time. He's like, shut up, Sherry. I fuck with him all the time. Alright, my beautiful gems. You've got the Sun card here for your future. This shows that, you've gained enlightenment and success, and you were given hope by someone, flying to you and rescuing you off that rooftop, which is fucking awesome. 4th pile. All the energy between past, present, and future. I don't know. Maybe I should. Oh, it's too many to drag around. Okay. Somewhere along the line, you were a 6 of Swords. Alright, so you are mental baggage decluttering. You're taking all that shit that drove you nuts, that's trying to drag you down, and you're saying, no more. I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to be in my 8 of Swords. I'm going to go off to calmer waters. Because ultimately, this is where you were. You're at a 4 of Swords. You were feeling like you were treating. You needed to rest and recover because you had to lick your wounds because you're going through some heavy fucking shit. But at the same time, you're dealing with a soft stalker in the form of the Page of Cups, right? This is a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces, my beautiful gems. Someone who's creative, kind, artistic, and the reason why I call it a soft stalker is because of his story. His story in my book talks about him hiding in a bush, watching you from afar with his heart on his sleeve, loving you. He'll be a heart stalker once I see that Devil card. Excuse me. That was a weird hiccup. I apologize for that. But I don't see the devil card anywhere here yet. So, you're good. Now, Two of Hazards, balance, harmony, and you're juggling responsibilities, but you're waiting for the cavalry to arrive. Which is great because, you know, you're dealing with a Knight of Hazards. This can be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but if you're not dealing with any of this, this could also be your energy. You know, you're someone who's ambitious, very material possessions, and an entrepreneur. But here's the other deal. My beautiful gems, you are working really hard for your money, alright? You are. You're working really hard. And you're getting everything you want out of the situation. But are you getting what you need out of the situation? Okay? You're dealing with an Ace of Cups, alright? You want to give your cup of love to someone. You're starting a new relationship, you know, with new beginnings and emotional journeys. You could even be starting the same relationship, but coming at it with a new perspective. Oh, you're coming at something with a new approach. You're very inventive and ingenuity-wise, right? Okay, you are a Three of Cups. Now, this is one of 4 things. Was it 4? Maybe 5. I gotta reassess. Okay, so this person could have came back. And you're rejoining them. You were married once. And you're coming back and being together again. Congrats if that be the case. If you work your problems out with each other.
That dude cannot drive.
Or it could be that you just got married to your significant other. Congratulations. Could also mean it could also mean that you're pregnant or they're pregnant. Congratulations, whether it's planned or unplanned. Could mean that you're coming up with this great project and you're gonna shake all of reality and rechange it. All right, gonna Marty McFly, Doc Brown it. 4th, it could be meaning that you partnered up with someone at work, not a sexual partnership, all right? A partnership where you work together to help the company come up with new projects, and you rocked it, so good job. Which is great because you've been very patient. You've been patiently gaining progress. When you 6 of Swords and decluttered, you actually stepped closer to being the Fool, not a fool. A fool is an insult. The fool is of high regard, alright? Think of it like this. You dropped all that mental baggage and you got an extra pep in your step, alright? You're starting a new journey. Good job. And you've reached Empress. I was right. See, regardless of what's between your legs, we each carry male and female energy within us, alright? It's like yin and yang. It's to balance us all out. Now, we have to level that energy up, kind of like a video game, alright? Think of it like Donkey Kong or Mario, right? You keep going and going on each level, and then you level up. Well, by the time you get to the top level of female energy, you've reached the Empress. This is someone who's very fertile, maternal, and very successful, right? This is also a Libra card. For the male energy, it's the Emperor, and he's like bringing order out of chaos. I don't see him as of yet, but that doesn't mean you're not on the way there, because you're not going to wake up one day and be this, like at the beginning. You've got to go through some heavy shit to get there. So congrats on reaching Empress.
Dude, how? How are you hitting me in a spot you can't get to me?
Sorry, he's so funny. No matter where I'm at in the house, yeah, he's
Your
loud.
helicopter should have blew up.
Okay, so you're dealing with a Cancer card, my beautiful gems. This is a Chariot. You're traveling somewhere better. You're progressing. And you've reached the 10 of Cups. Peace, contentment, and family. Everybody else is way back there going through hell, and you're just like chill pickling with family. I'm sorry for the blurriness. Now, last card is that you're taking destiny by the horns. You know, this is luck, fate, destiny, wheel of fortune. So, you went through some serious shit, and you've grown quite a lot. I mean, that tower alone would have been something that would have thrown you through the loop. But you decluttered, you're letting the past not be in control of you anymore. Alright? Now, I love you. Thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Libra Empress. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. And if you need a tarot reading, I do personal tarot readings. The thing is that I don't I don't accept payment through PayPal, or I don't do Vimeo. What you get here is your full reading. I don't do Vimeo. I don't understand why tarot readers do that. They do part of a reading on YouTube and then skimp out and go somewhere else that you have to pay to watch them. This is what I have is what you get. But if you want a personal tarot reading, you go to my About section, look up my name, go to Facebook Messenger. I only accept payment through Facebook Messenger. The reason why, and I'm not being sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form, but the reason why I only accept payment through them is because they don't charge a surcharge fee. Alright? Sorry about his language.
Right, that sucks.
He's got headphones on and guys talk. So, sorry about that. He's a little bit of an asshat sometimes with his words. But anyway, I only charge $5 for personal tarot reading, and you can pay me through Facebook Messenger. There's no surcharge fee. Alright? I love you all. Thank you so much for listening to me and putting up with that loudmouth guy out there. Because no matter where I go in the house, you can hear him. So, I love you. Bye, my beautiful friends.